Rayclast is a cursed land. You'd have to be mad to settle here. And yet... Welcome to King's March!
Hello Exiles, it's Dosi here, and today I'm starting a new video series. I love theory crafting and wacky Path of Exile interactions. In this video series, we'll take a look at some unusual interactions, which may be memes, but may also have the potential of actually being good. I also have an announcement at the end of the video, so watch till the end or skip directly to it if you want to know what that's about. Welcome to Funky Build Concepts, Episode 1. Today's video focuses on the very meme skill Flame Dash of Return. If we take a look at PoE Ninja for 3.25 Settlers of Kalgur, no one is using the skill in Hardcore or SSF, and only one player uses it in Hardcore Solo Self-Found. We can see some players in Trade League that have the gem equipped, but judging from their gear, these players are 5-way runners and they use the skill to reset the zone in only one button press. But across all leagues, it seems that no one is using this skill as their main damage setup. So why doesn't anyone use it as a main skill? It does seem to have good damage. At gem level 20, the skill has 270% damage effectiveness, and a base added damage of 1201 to 1802 added fire damage. While that does not sound like a lot, since the skill repeats automatically, you could effectively double those numbers. To understand why no one plays this skill, we need to understand how it works. The regular Flame Dash is a very popular movement skill that teleports a player to a target location, damaging enemies hit by the initial movement and leaving a trail of burning ground on their path. The transfigured version of this skill has much higher damage effectiveness for the initial hit, but will repeat itself and teleport the player back to their original location. This mechanic is the main reason why nobody uses this skill. It will lock you in place for the duration of basically 2 casts, making your clear very slow, and it might make you land into a boss AoE, making it feel real bad to play for bossing. Now that we understand why the build isn't played and feels bad, let's say that you want to be a special unicorn and you want to play a true 0% playrate skill. How could you go about building your character and actually make it viable? Well, I think you could go for an Ignite version with Plume of Pursuit and Perfect Agony. In 3.25 Settlers of Kalgur, GGG modified the Perfect Agony keystone. It now sets your ailment damage over time multiplier to be equal to your critical strike multiplier, but prevents critical strikes from dealing extra damage and prevents non-critical strikes from applying ailments. Critical strike multiplier is one of the best ways to scale hit builds into the late game, and this change has enabled very high scaling dot builds. A lot of players and streamers have already used this keystone very successfully in game. The consequential downside of this keystone is that your non-critical strikes will not apply ailments, so you either need capped crit chance or a way to guarantee crits to make your build consistent. That's where Plume of Pursuit comes into play. Plume of Pursuit is a unique bone circlet. The first thing it does is make non-critical strikes deal 80% less damage, which doesn't matter to us since we're using Perfect Agony. The other interaction it has is making spell skills always deal critical strikes on their final repeat, such as from Spell Echo, while preventing spells to deal critical strikes on other repeats of the skill. Most skills will need to use Spell Echo, Awaken Spell Echo, or Pledge of Hands to make use of this interaction, basically sacrificing a gem slot or your weapon. However, Flame Dash of Return's built-in repeat makes this actually very viable. With a perfectly rolled Marlene's Fallacy and nothing else, you're already at more than 430 crit multi with guaranteed crit, guaranteed hit. That's crazy. Now that we've found a very efficient way to scale damage with Flame Dash of Return, we still need to find a way to solve the biggest issue of the skill, which is its playstyle. Clearing and bossing is a no-go because you're basically locked in place. So what can we do with it? While this isn't a perfect solution, there is a mechanic that doesn't require you to move around too much, and it's been buffed this league. Simulacrum. You can cast your skill while having all the enemies come to you, and virtually remove the downside of Flame Dash of Return. If this is the route you're going for, you could play a Chieftain. The Explodes from Hinekora would help you clear the Simulacrum faster. Since you're not technically moving when using the skill, you wouldn't need to worry about the enemies' elemental resistances with Rumako. And finally, Beefton can be one of the tankiest ascendancies, making it perfect for Simulacrums. While writing the script for this video, and thinking about the various interactions, the memes gradually gave way to a proper build concept, and right now, I'm hyped by the idea. Let me know in the comments if you think Flame Dash of Return could actually be a viable Simulacrum farmer, and if you think of any other funky interactions, let me know. Anyways, thanks for watching, and see you next time, maybe? And now's the announcement part. So those of you who only watch for the funky build concept, I set you free. Anyways, I'll make this short. I'll be streaming tomorrow, August 15th at 8 PM, so UTC +2 Paris time, on Twitch, and I'll start a regular thing that I call Theorycraft Thursday, where I try with my viewers to make proper POBs for various funky ideas I have, like the one in this video, or some of your suggestions as well. So if you like making builds and theory crafting, be sure to tune in. The link to my Twitch will be in the description of the video. Thanks, and bye-bye.